Hello students, let's do homework 8.7. For the first question, new house is 245,000 and 20% down pay. So what's a down pay? Simply just total amount times 20%. So down pay is 49,000 and the mortgage is, you can do the total amount times 80% or just total amount minus this 20% down pay. So either way. Okay. So the second question is for the definition for mortgage and the down payment. The next one. So 5% down pay. So down pay is total amount times 5%, 0.05. Here you could ignore all those formulas. We directly use a calculator to do all the calculations. Okay, question B, amount of mortgage, total amount times 95%, because 5% is down pay, or you just, this total amount minus down pay. Okay, so that's the mortgage amount. So question C, how much must I pay for 1 point at the closing? 1 point means 1%. 1% of the mortgage. So you see this mortgage amount times 1%. So you can directly just time 1%, 0.01. Enter. Last one, find the monthly payment. So we go to APPS, Finance, TVM Solver, number of period 30 years. So 30 times 12, because mortgage you pay every month, so compounded monthly. Although this question doesn't have compounded monthly, these two keywords. Rate is 6.5 divided by 12. The PV, because you get the loan, that means you have the money. That's why you could move in the house. Mortgage amount, so the number from the second question. Then this question doesn't mention you will need to pay in the beginning of the month or end of the month. So default we choose end. Then the payment choose end. So payment we already reset 0, cover the 0, alpha, enter. Negative because out of pocket you need to pay. So, and the last question, find the total cost of interest over 30 years. So every month you have to pay that much money. You pay 30 years times 12, so you pay 360 months, and minus the mortgage amount. Now, second mode, we go to our calculation. So we need to pay every month that much money times 12. That means that's for a year. Then times 30 for 30 years. The total amount you will have to pay minus total mortgage. So that interest you actually pay a lot, already more than the house itself, the price, original price. Now number 4, you need to think the total interest you will have to pay for the period. Okay, APPS. Okay, APPS, Finance, TVM Solver. Now for the first one, 30 years fixed rate, and always, is monthly, compounded monthly. So it's 360. Then the rate is 9.5 divided by 12. And the present value is 80,000. This question doesn't mention you pay in the beginning of the month or end of the month. So default is end. Then we reset the PMT 0 and cover the 0. You move the arrow to cover the 0, alpha, enter. So that's every month pay. Then we go to second mode. So 6, 7, 3. Then you need to pay 12 times a year, then times 30 years, and minus the total mortgage. That's the interest you will pay over the 30 years. Now let's go back, APPS, Finance, TVM Solver, and the 15 years, so monthly, so it is 15 times 12, and the percent is 9 divided by 12, and PV is the same. Now we go to payment, PMT, reset the 0, move this arrow to the left, cover the 0, alpha, enter. So now we go to second mode, 811 times 12, that means a year, then times 15 years, then minus the 80,000, the total mortgage. Enter. So for 15 years, you pay much less interest over the 15 years. So the 15 years loan is better. The next question in the interest is these two numbers. You do the subtraction. So this question, it counted me wrong. I is got 9,600, 96,000. That's the answer in the system. Because it said around 2,000 for 96, you need to go to this, the first place. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 3 less than 5, so become rounded to 96,000. Okay, so be careful for this question. Okay, number 5. We don't do based on the formula. We don't do manually. We just do by the calculator. Let's go to APPS. Finance TVM solver. So 30 times 12, because mortgage you pay always monthly payment. So always compounded monthly. So that's the 30 times 12, 360. Rate is 4 divided by 12. Present value is 180,000. And also default just pay end of month. So go to payment. Reset 0, cover the 0, alpha, enter. So that's the answer. Here's the cent, just be careful. Total interest for the loan is, so you get this number, second mode. So this is every month the payment, times 12, that's for a year, then times 30, that's for 30 years, then minus this 180,000, the total amount of the mortgage. That's the interest you paid. And then go to the nearest cent. Then go to the nearest cent. It can't be right, because otherwise you need a dot 00. Although no cents, but if running to near cent, you should get this number, then point, then 00. Okay, for this table I just listed here for the first month. So the first payment is a total mortgage 180,000 times this is the annual rate, then divided by 12. So that because you pay every month, so this is the monthly rate. So you pay $600. Then this is from the question A. You know, you get the payment every month. You pay that much money minus $600. Let's go to principal. So $259.35. Then what's the loan balance? Loan balance is total amount 180,000 minus this. You go to the principal money. So okay, for the second line, so the interest is this loan amount. The remaining balance is not 180,000 because you first year you pay the principal $259.35. So this amount times 0.04, this is the annual rate, and divided by 12. Don't forget divided by 12 because that's the monthly rate. So that's interest. Then you know every month you pay that much money minus the interest. The principal is $260.21. Then the remaining balance for the loan is this amount minus this. So equals this. Okay, the third one is similar. The interest is this. The second row, this loan balance, this one times 0.04 divided by 12 because that means monthly pay. So that's the interest. The principal, the payment minus this interest is go to the principal. So the second row, the balance minus this principal, that's the new balance. Okay, so this question, we fill in all those numbers. Now the first row, so the interest is the mortgage amount times 0.08 and divided by 12 because this is the monthly rate. So we get 860 0.67. Then what's the principal payment? Is a monthly payment minus the interest. Then this is a principal payment. Then the balance of loan is this one total amount minus this principal. So we get the answer. Okay, for the second row is the interest is a new balance of loan, not the original, because you already the first month pay some principal money. So this money, you see, times 0.08 divided by 12. And the principal payment is every month how much you pay, then minus this interest payment. Then that's the principal payment. Then the new balance is this first number minus the principal pay. Okay, that's for the homework 8.7.